Hey y'all, this is Stan. I am leaving town. I had to sneak into town to take care of some business and to buy some new jeans. I don't have many jeans since the flood, and with all the work I do out on the property, I wear jeans out pretty fast, and I used to never wear them out, but of course I used to have like 50 pairs too. I think I got 4 or 5 pair now, and I don't have a holder for my phone. I'm just driving with one hand and holding the phone with the other, so y'all excuse me if I have to put it down or if it jerks from one side to the other. But I had several things I want to talk about. One, I just left a restaurant. I took care of all my business, and then I went by a restaurant that a friend works in and ate lunch there. They have tacos for $2 on Monday, and I had 3 tacos. Had the steak fajita tacos for $2 each, so that's a pretty cheap meal. While I was there, a guy came in a wheelchair, a young guy, I'd guess probably in his mid-20s, maybe early 30s, and had braces on both legs and bandages on both legs. And my waitress, which has been voted waitress of the month waitress of the year for several years, and it was the waitress of the year in 2019 also, has her own section at El Chico, I think it's called, the restaurant in the mall at Lake Jackson, and always sit in her section. And this guy came in and she went and greeted him and hugged him as he walked in the door, and then she told me about him, said that he was on the side of the road a couple of months ago helping a stranded motorist, and got hit by another motorist. The guy's name I think was Clay. I can't remember now. I jotted the name down. Anyway, after I finished eating, I stopped at his table and introduced myself and told him about my accident and how God had delivered me from it. You know, I was first told I would not live, and then when I did live, they said I'd never walk again. I was paralyzed from the waist down, and I laughed at him and I told him I would walk again. And I had to use a walker for I think 14 years, but now I walk without a walker. And I told him all that story, and he said, man, God was working in your life. And I said, God is my great physician. I said, the doctors can do a lot, but it's the great physician who's going to heal you. And I said, you are young, you're strong. I said, don't ever give up faith in God. Don't ever give up faith in the great physician. Ran over by Boot Barn. I had some what's it called, reward cash or whatever, that expires this month, and I needed a new pair of jeans, and so I thought I'd use that rewards cash on that. I think it's $15 rewards cash I had, and I got a YouTube friend called Ernie Hatmaker, and that woman, she makes me laugh. I don't think I've seen a video of hers yet that hadn't made me laugh at something in it, and she'll comment on my videos too. And if you're not subscribed to her channel, look her up. It's ERNIE Hatmaker, and subscribe to her channel. She is funny, and she has some interesting videos too. She does a shout out to different YouTube channels every Sunday, and I hadn't deserved making that list. Oh, I better put the phone down. There's a state trooper. Anyway, I hadn't made her list yet. Maybe someday I will. I'm not worried about that. I just, you know, if I get a bunch of subscribers, that's fine. I'm not really worried about that. But y'all check her channel out. She's funny, and someday I'll do a shout out to several of my favorites too. But she said, she made a comment the other day about in one of her videos, I think it was, there might have been a comment on one of mine, I can't remember, but she called those frilly women's jeans the glittery, the sparkly butt jeans, I think is what she called it. It made me laugh out loud when she said it, because I always thought the same thing, I just never said it. But she came out and said it, and I looked, and you know, at Boot Barn, and Boot Barn is where I get probably 90% of my clothes, they got sparkly butt jeans for men. What kind of man, and don't answer this question because I probably know already, what kind of man would wear sparkly butt jeans? I know this man never will. The only jeans I ever wear is Wranglers. And why is it that brand new Wrangler jeans looks like they're old and wore out now? I don't understand that. I like to wear them out myself. I like them dark blue, almost black when I buy them. And, you know, by the time I give them up, they're light blue, very light blue, like sky blue. But now they're all, they look wore out. Brand new, $50, $57, $58 jeans. That's crazy. Anyway, with the coupon I had and with my rewards cash, I paid 30 something bucks for them. I think they were $57.99. I just passed that mail lady. She put a, and I'm out in the country, as you can see. The mailbox for whatever house she was at, it's right by the road, right by a driveway like that. And she put they had a box, a package, and she put it at the base of the post right on this busy highway. I bet those people don't have a package when they get home or when they get up to the mailbox to check it. But I guess she did her job. I've had some packages go missing before, and I imagine that's what happened. Anyway, I think that's all I want to talk to you about, my new jeans and the guy that had been in a bad accident. And, you know, like me, I was stopped first in line at a red light, not even moving. So I didn't do anything wrong. I was nailed head on by a drunk driver that ran through the red light coming toward me. This guy was on the side of the road helping a stranded motorist, and he got nailed by another driver. I don't know if that driver was drunk or not, but you know, you never know when something like that's going to happen to you. It happened to me twice. Once I had just moved into a new house. I was standing out in my front yard on the inside of the sidewalk out by the road, between the sidewalk and my house, not out by the road. And a drunk driver jumped the curb, came flying across my yard, and broke my lower back, my lumbar area of my back. Me standing out there watering new plants I had just planted. You know, so you never know when something's going to happen to you. And I guess the point I'm making here is, friends, you better know Jesus. Because I've been lucky. You know, it wasn't my turn to go either time, even though this last time the doctor said I was not going to live. And it's a good thing I did live. It's a good thing he saved my life, because I was not a Christian then. If I would have died, like the doctors kept saying, I would have been burning in hell for 18 years now. And that scares me. It still makes me tremble in my boots when I think about that, about how close I came to going to hell. So y'all, you really need to know Jesus, because something could happen to you today, or Jesus may come back today. You know, end time prophecy proves that he is coming back soon. And I honestly, goodness, think it's going to be in my lifetime. But we don't know. You know, the Bible says no man knows. So if somebody tells you he's coming back in a certain year or a certain month or a certain day, just discount that person, because they don't know what they're talking about. Because the Bible says nobody knows when he's going to come back. But he has given us prophecy warning us as when he's going to come back, and it's soon. It's very soon. So y'all get right with Jesus. If you don't know him, get to know him. And I'm back in my little country town now. There's a church over there, and there's a Subway, and there's a grocery store, and we got a couple of banks here, and that's about all there is to it, really. There ain't much to it, but I still got another 5 or 6 miles to go to get to my place out in the country. I live on the other side of town. But I just wanted to take y'all on a ride along with me today and talk about a few things. So I better get this thing ended and start downloading it, because I got very bad connection out there where I live. It'll take forever for this thing to load. Love y'all. Y'all behave. Cuddle up close to Jesus and stay there. Stay close to Jesus forever, for all eternity. Talk to y'all later. Bye bye.